Just check the old fluff out for the old camera. Oh yeah, you need a shave too, love. Welcome back to NI Couple Reacts, the series of videos where we react to scary shit on YouTube. And we are back with our old favourite, Nuke's Top 5. 5 scary ghost videos that will make you punch your screen.
Oh dear.
Why you'd want to do that, I don't know. But he is the one place to go if you want to check out scary videos and stuff on YouTube. We've watched, I would say, probably all of his videos. We're like OG subscribers. We're subscribed to him like 2 or 3 years ago, maybe. I'm not quite sure. Has he reached 3 million subscribers yet? I can't see the screen. He has. So from the last time we watched him, he has went from 2.89 or whatever to 3 million. And like when we started watching him, it was the hundreds of thousands. So you know you're in for a treat. Top 5 scary ghost videos that'll make you punch your screen. Here we go. Buckle up.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. Ghosts of Carmel, Maine. I featured in the YouTube channel Ghosts of Carmel, Maine many times on Nuke's Top 5, so I won't go through a full recap.
It's a good channel. Check it
out.
out.
Burris says that he lives in a very haunted house and has recorded many strange supernatural encounters in his
really
home.
convincing stuff.
The hardest things to deal with while living
Apologies
in this
if I hear our
house.
dog in the background.
And one of the most frightening encounters are in fact apparitions. Son of a!
What the fuck was that?
Oh my! Do something. Oh my! One night, while sleeping, there was a loud bang in the bedroom that woke me up. I started hearing faint voices, so I picked up my cell phone camera and started recording.
One night, Ken hears voices coming from downstairs and records as he heads down to investigate. He is not prepared for what he finds waiting in the dark first floor
Good,
TV
I mean,
room.
not collapsed, like, it's too warm in our living room.
Son of a... What the
Jesus
hell are
Christ.
you? Honey?
As Kent walks into the pitch black room, the TV has somehow turned itself on. Now this might explain the voices, but as he pans his camera around the room, a dark shape suddenly appears right in front of the television screen. The shadow figure seems to collapse into itself as it disappears right in front of his eyes.
What the hell are you? I did not go back to sleep that night.
So did Kent capture yet another shadow apparition in his
You wouldn't go back to sleep at night?
I wouldn't be back in that house.
You can watch this full documentary over on the YouTube channel, Ghosts of Carmel, Maine. Checking out early. Iraqi fitness trainer Mustafa from the YouTube channel Mustafa Altai says that he heard a strange story about a family who had fled their home in Iraq many years ago because a sinister jinn began haunting their home. The house has been left abandoned for over 60 years, as the family says they couldn't find anyone willing to rent or buy the cursed property. Mustafa goes to investigate the house with his friend Salar to see if the spooky stories are true, and it did not go well. As the two explorers are about to enter the house, they have no idea that something seems to be watching them.
Oh, was there something I wonder? Oh.
Yep.
حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل.
I got goosebumps. Look.
It's away now though.
Now it's certainly a bit hard to see, but when the video is slowed down and enhanced, a very strange figure can be seen standing at the window. Now it's unclear exactly what this bizarre shape could be, but when Mustafa's camera pans back, the dark figure has disappeared. After the two explorers enter the house, things only get weirder. The two friends hear strange sounds coming from the staircase. They go to investigate, and this happens.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. ما في طبق ثاني دائما خاف منه. دائما يا اخي. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. اقرا ايات. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء بسم الله لا لا تعال بس تعال تعال لا هسه يقوم احد بس تعال تعال
He's shut up.
ما يقوم احد والله يقوم صديق سوا بس تعال فوق سلام بس تعال بدعت امك يا اخي حلفتك
I've been doing exactly
What was it? What did that point at?
An empty paint bucket is thrown from somewhere above them, barely missing the two explorers. Mustafa runs upstairs to see where it came from, but his friend Salar heads for the exit.
He shuts himself.
Eventually, Mustafa convinces Salar to come back, but after hearing more scary, unexplained sounds, they both decide to leave. Mustafa uploads his video to YouTube, and many of his viewers want to see more. In the video comments, his fans dare him to go back and actually spend the night in the haunted house.
No way.
So, Mustafa agrees. He returns to the house, determined to stay the night. This time, all alone.
Oh god, no.
Mustafa sets up a few static cameras in one of the rooms and attempts to settle in for the night. But before long, Mustafa's night takes a terrifying turn.
Well, here we go.
صوت بس ما نقدر نحكم على اي صوت نسمعه او اي حركه مثل هاي موجوده ممكن يكون نهار ممكن يكون ليل.
That noise there? Oh no,
Not that one. It's like somebody going.
صوت شيء اكو صوت قبل شيء ما صوت شيء
Fully expecting something to come out of them doors.
Yeah, I know.
Strange moans and loud bangs keep Mustafa on the edge and unable to rest. But little does he know, things are about to get even creepier.
Oh, it was the fucking mantelpiece.
Jesus, that was the...
You see it?
Fuck.
A heavy piece of stone sitting on top of the fireplace seems to move on its own. Then, as if propelled by an invisible force, it violently crashes to the ground, nearly landing on Mustafa's head. Understandably, Mustafa is now freaked out. He's only been inside the house a little over an hour, but he decides to put an early end to his overnight investigation.
He didn't last long.
But now here's where things get really creepy. Because the most terrifying part of Mustafa's stay inside the house isn't even what he saw or heard with his own eyes and ears.
No, what was caught in
You see, his static cameras caught video of something strange that he wasn't even aware of. Something downright chilling.
What, in one of them wee holes? What strange light?
Oh, something there downstairs. Oh,
Did you see it?
yeah, we
As
did.
Mustafa is repositioning his static camera, a dark figure appears behind him on the staircase. It slowly moves down the stairs without making a sound, and then disappears out of sight.
Didn't look like a head
But
leg.
this isn't the only time Mustafa captured this creepy figure during his nighttime stay.
How did we not see that?
What's behind him? How did we not see it?
Surely we would have seen that.
Again, a dark, very bizarre figure quickly appears behind Mustafa.
I don't know.
Not once, but twice. Could it be that he
Strange.
captured the jinn that haunts the home on camera? Whatever it is, it seems to change shape, size, and even transparency. So just what is this? Let me know what you think. You can check out Mustafa's full 2-part
Really good
video
one.
investigation of the house over
like
on his
that one.
YouTube channel,
We might have to check
Mustafa
his channel.
Altai.
Those all
If you
keep
see a
fit
video
videos,
that
it
you
looks
think
like.
would be perfect for the top
all keep
5, or
fit
if you have
videos,
a
it
ghost
looks like.
hunting channel and you caught something
He's got
great,
like a fucking
contact me
tank.
at nukestop5@gmail.com. The Haunted Ancient Ram Inn. With a past as dark as the Ancient Ram Inn, it's not surprising that it is said to be the most haunted building in all of England. The mysterious inn was built way back in the year 1145 on top of a pagan burial ground.
Of course.
And it served as the home to slaves, masons, and workers. In the 1500s, a woman hid out in the building before she was captured and burned as a witch. Years later, the innkeeper's daughter is said to have hung herself in the attic. And as if all that wasn't creepy enough, the decaying remains of sacrificed children were found buried under the inn's floor.
Jeez.
The Ancient Ram Inn is said to be so violently haunted that when the building was sold to John Humphreys in 1968, his wife and daughters absolutely refused to live there. They moved out, leaving John Humphreys all alone to live in the house. So, British paranormal investigators Sean Kenna, Sean Owen, and Carl Hassel from the YouTube channel Dark Territory travel to the haunted inn to investigate the multiple claims of paranormal activity. During their investigation, they hear bizarre, unexplained sounds, and Sean feels something touching his leg.
Already, as soon as we were about to begin filming the investigation, something draws our attention upstairs.
Sounded like you rolled a barrel, or did you work at the inn?
Jesus, what was that?
Upstairs.
Go. Yeah, I just heard what sounded like movement up here. Is this where you are? Are you the witch? They call this room the witch's room, so we only assume that you, the witch, you're felt in here.
Did anyone hear the voice a second ago before you said you're felt in here?
No. Witch, you're felt in here. Witch, you're felt in here.
Here's
Heard some
someone
sort of
with
wee
another one.
female chirp.
I don't know if it's a voice or it was like a cat.
Yeah. Do you used to sleep in this bed, witch?
I'll tell you, this is the...
Aye,
Jesus.
just you get fucking comfortable at the stadium.
Touch me leg.
Well, you were spread eagle,
Look, it was just
waiting for the
your
witch to
Exploring the
fucking
second floor,
do her dirty
they
deed.
escape
Fucking
from
hell.
Stranger.
What little room are you hiding in? Come on, show yourself.
Ooh,
Sure
I'm
you're not
here.
afraid of me and Owen?
A door to the attic opens on its own, and the team can't find any explanation for this strange occurrence. There was no draft, and the team had been walking back and forth past the door many times without it making any movement whatsoever.
Narrow the staircase.
Now, since it has always been said that dark spirits and entities supposedly, quote,
Really? What,
feed
they say
off
1500s
fear,
or something?
the team decides to do an experiment to see if the emotion of fear will trigger even more paranormal activity. So they tie up and blindfold team member Carl
What?
and put him in one of the
Tie him
beds in
up?
the bishop's
What the
room.
fuck?
This room
I've heard
is
of
said to
blind,
be the most
blind fucking
supernaturally
spirit
active.
boxes and all that crack.
At first, nothing really happens, and as time passes,
Oh, God,
Carl seems
Irish.
to grow more
No
and more
fucking
impatient.
way.
But then, things take a terrifying turn.
Aye, he starts to panic.
Touch me leg. Touch my leg, bro.
I just let him there, did
And they're all like,
oh,
yeah,
something's happening.
think of the fucking content, eh?
You around me now? You make a sound.
Oh Jesus!
What the f was that, bro? What?
It's alright, something just fell.
Something's just falling off here. Who's that?
Did he just get...
Touch me, man! What the?
Did I just smack him in the ass?
Holy shit, man. We need to get.
And they're like, hold on. Think of the content.
Bro, I just. Seriously, someone just whacked me, no joke. I heard something being thrown or something, and I was like, come on, and then someone just whacked me, no joke, as if someone just punched me in the chest.
Carl begins to freak out as he feels something touching his leg. A candle then falls onto the floor, but scariest of all, something unseen slaps Carl on the chest. The violent smack
It
is
sounded like
actually
it smacked him in the
loud enough
ass.
that the audio can be heard
That clean
on
sort of-
camera.
Jesus
And with
Christ.
that, Carl is done. In abject terror, he frantically struggles his way out of
Jeez,
the
they
rope,
tied him up
binding his legs
half
and
decent, like.
wrists.
That would make you
So
panic
did the
worse. Look
paranormal
at him with fucking.
investigation for proof of
Hey
the
witches!
same ghosts
Hey
that
witches,
caused
come
the
get some!
in. Let me know what you think. You can watch this full video and many more investigations of haunted English locations over on the YouTube channel Dark Territory. The House of the Burned Man. Popular Mexican paranormal investigator
I've seen him
Alberto
before.
del Arco travels to a mansion in Manzanillo, Mexico. The massive hillside estate has been mysteriously abandoned for over 35 years, and it looks more like a hotel than a home. It features a pool, a spa area, and
Wow.
an
Jesus.
amazing view of the ocean. So no one really knows why such a
at it on the
luxurious
fucking-
home would be abandoned for over 3 decades.
Is that
However,
on the map there? Was that a
urban
big fancy
legend
house
says
just down
that
the road?
one of the home's previous tenants
There, look.
perished in a mysterious fire inside the house. Because of this, locals refer to the estate as the quote, House of the Burned Man. The entire property is said to be extremely haunted. Once Alberto and his 2 cameramen make their way inside, they find the home's design a bit confusing.
Todavía no le encuentro la forma a esta casa. Aquí está cerrado, aquí ya no hay más. No, todavía existen.
Whoa.
Atrás, güey, atrás. ¿No fue un animal?
Sounded like a cat.
¿Algún ave? Ok, pero eso vino de este lado.
Could be a bird,
¿Sí,
yeah.
claro? Madres. ¿Fuiste tú ahorita que pisaste? ¿O no? ¿Sí? Se oyó muy hueco, cuidado, sí, retumbó todo. No se nos vaya a caer encima parte de esta propiedad, porque sí se ve que está muy dañada. Mira, ven, 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 ven. Ven a ver esto.
Ah, bat.
Sí. Casi me estrella en la cara, güey, ¿lo viste? Su madre.
While exploring the strangely constructed mansion, the team hears what sounds like a child's voice, followed by the sound of a breath. Even though the unexplained sounds are barely picked up by their microphones, the 3 explorers all seem to hear it very clearly. Next, Alberto has a frightening close encounter with a bat. And after that, the team just decides to continue their
There's nowhere near
investigation
him.
outside as they check out the other buildings on the sprawling
It would freak you out, but I
estate.
mean, he says, oh, it smacked me in the face.
Hola. No sé, güey, como que arrastraron algo. Buenas noches. No creo que haya indigentes viviendo aquí, la verdad. Uy, está enorme este lugar. Atrás, 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 aquí. Eso fue aquí, eso fue aquí, eso fue aquí. Con cuidado.
It does sound like
Puede haber animales,
like a bag or something getting trailed.
Alberto and his team hear strange sounds coming from inside some of the buildings. It sounds almost like something heavy being dragged across the floor. Since the hillside the mansion sits on is almost impossible to access, Alberto thinks it would be unlikely that any homeless people could be living there. Instead, he believes that all of the sounds that he is hearing could simply be made by animals. But even though Alberto is very skeptical, what happens next is not so easy to explain.
Oh god. What's that white figure?
¿Qué pasó, güey? ¿Qué pasó? Ay, güey, a mí se me hizo ver a alguien acá. ¿Allá? ¿Dónde? ¿Dónde?
¿Dónde? ¿No habrá sido una sombra? ¿No habrá sido algún árbol? ¿Alguna rama? ¿Lo habrá trabado o no? ¿Sí? Ok, habrá que revisar ese material.
Alberto's cameraman captures what appears to be a white translucent figure on camera.
Jesus,
A little later into their investigation, and they capture something again.
Oh,
Hay unas escaleras que dan hacia abajo, ¿eh? Cuidado. Mucho murciélago. ¿Todo bien?
Well, was that something passing there, was it?
¿Qué hay allá? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Todo bien? ¿Dónde? Oh, hijo de tu... ¿Dónde, güey?
Oh, the cameraman is shit scared. He's like, oh, right, show me where, and I'll go.
Huele muy malo.
Because he gets that way bad.
No.
Oh, it smells really.
Smells really
Bats
bad.
come flying out towards the cameraman, but it's not a bat that spooks him. A bizarrely shaped shadow seems to be staring back at him from just inside one of the rooms.
I didn't see that. I thought I saw
They go
something
to check it out,
across.
but there's nothing there. The figure has vanished.
The smell's
leaving nothing
probably
behind but a very foul stench.
What's that in Ace
Before
Ventura
long,
2?
the echoing sound of a raging party being celebrated somewhere nearby starts to make it impossible for them to capture clear, uninterrupted audio.
The big bat?
Alberto and his team have no choice but to wrap up their investigation.
Yeah.
However, right before they leave, they capture something truly chilling.
Oh no.
Ok. Con cuidado. Ok, ¿les parece si bajamos? Digo, aquí no hay más que una pequeña explanada. No está tan espectacular como la de arriba, quizá. Pero se me hace curioso que esté este piso, ¿no?
At the time they recorded this, the team says that they were completely unaware that someone or something seemed to be watching them from the tree line.
Or I can see, kind of see a
An
head.
unexplained figure on camera, just barely visible in the dark. So
Couldn't fucking see it.
Alberto Del Arco and his two cameramen capture evidence of paranormal activity at...
See the ones that write in the comments, oh, we saw this and saw that. Like, how the fuck? Because we didn't see half of that. Do you know what I mean? Oh, eagle-eyed viewers. Fucking, you need some eyes for that.
The mansion. Is it possible that the ghost of the...
I didn't see that one, even though they slowed it down the first time.
Was watching them.
I would have just
Let
thought
me
it was
know
a
what you
branch.
think. You can watch this full video.
They must watch
over
these
on the
videos
YouTube
and, like,
channel, Alberto
slow it down.
Del Arco.
Like,
just passing through.
study every frame.
Paranormal
Okay.
investigators beyond the realm paranormal investigate the Alton railway station in Staffordshire, England. The old train station was built in 1849 and it was eventually closed down in 1965. So, after over 100 years of travelers and workers passing through the station, it is now believed to be extremely haunted by the ghosts of deceased passengers and railway workers. The 5 investigators set up motion detectors on the platform close to what used to be the railway track.
That's cool.
They start recording, and what they capture is truly bizarre.
So that's just Nick setting off the motion detector. It only goes off when something walks in front of it. There you go. Straight after it's followed you.
I'm going to do it one more time for you. I want you to follow me exactly where I come from. The Alton Bridge Hotel. Remember?
We need to do that. No!
When lead investigator Nick walks back and forth setting off
That's
the
just a
motion
bat,
detector,
Dunno.
something
went past the
seems to
screen.
follow him. Then suddenly a super fast moving white mist seems to pass right through him, knocking him a step back.
We need to do that. No!
What's especially creepy is that Nick seems to both see and react to the mist as it passes right through his body. So
Fucking
did they
hell.
capture real evidence of the paranormal? Could it be the ghost of a wary traveler still running to catch a long departed train? You decide.
That's
Check out
that was
this
good, that
full
one.
video and more paranormal investigations over on their Facebook and YouTube channel, Beyond the Realm Paranormal. Thanks for watching. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and also maybe check out my other videos.
Well, there you go. Next top 5's most recent video, 5 scary ghost videos that'll make you punch your screen.
Didn't think it made me.
It didn't want to make me do that, but that was good. There'll be a link in the description to his channel. He's just hit 3 million subscribers, so you're gonna get good fucking shit So go to his channel. Don't forget about us. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, hit us up on Instagram and Facebook, and we will see you on the next one.